Well, hello and welcome, people of the internet, to Frontline Crisis. This is a top-down shooter mixed with a tower defense and RTS. It's got a whole lot going on, and it's pretty sweet. So we're going to go ahead and check out the campaign here. So basically, we are this mech over to the side, and we're going to have to fight waves of enemies. Now, as we're doing so, we're going to need to collect up these blue resources that I'm collecting. This is our currency to create different towers. Now, the towers we can choose before the map we actually play to go ahead and create our layout. We'll go ahead and take a look at that after we complete this first level here. But we can also dig on the ground here. I'm holding spacebar. We're exploring. We're going to collect a little bit of resources. These towers here are our basic towers here. They're just collecting resources for us so that we don't have to do so ourselves. And we can just focus on taking out these enemy waves. Down in the lower right-hand corner, there's a bar with 15. That's how many waves until we have to take on the final boss. Let's go ahead and get this other collector going. Now you're going to see that this is also building over here. That is just an upgrade that I have later on that we will take a look at, of course. Going to go ahead and get this Gallop Tower. The Gallop Tower is going to make our mech move a little bit faster just for being on the board, which is going to be helpful since our mech is a little slow. But this is an interesting one. It's coming out in a couple days. Demo is currently available, so if you want to check out the demo for yourself, link will be down below in the description. Now, it is important to note, or I guess slightly important to note, it's important enough that the developer wanted to put it in his description, that this is not a roguelike. This is a campaign. There is an endless mode in the game, but that is not the primary gameplay loop, you could say. So let's go ahead and collect here. I'm going to go ahead and put the other Gallop. That way we can move a little bit quicker here. Here we go. We do have a couple weapons here, so we have our basic attack here. Now, we are going to have other towers, like this tower right here. This is called a spray and pray. Basically, I can spend some of our resources right up here, and I can get a new weapon. That's one of the towers that you unlock. We can also go ahead. We have this tower here, which is a light tower, or a light damaging tower. Basically, this is one of the towers that's going to automatically attack enemies as they get closer. Now, if we want to make it attack a little bit faster, I can sit on it, and it's going to manually activate the tower. That is going to come at the cost of a little bit of energy. And you can see here, this is all gold. This is what we're going to spend for meta progression. Now, we could collect it, but each map has this little, like, what do you call it? Like, server database thing. If we go ahead and collect up here, this is going to automatically make us a magnet, which you can see down here. So we have unlimited magnets that we can basically force. Now, we have a fireball tower down here. This is going to give me a fireball weapon, which if we want to use it right here, I can charge it up and blast a big ol' AoE and take care of those pesky little aliens. One of the things you're going to notice here with the UI, that a lot of the text is strategic, or not strategically, that's not the word I want to go for, but stylistically written in the way that it's supposed to look like a computer. Now, that's cool for stylistic. There are a couple instances I've noticed that it kind of makes it challenging to understand what some of the menus do. Once you understand the concept of how it's being written, though, it's not as complicated, but definitely at first it does kind of throw you off. So let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and buy the spray and pray. And then I'm also going to build up another tower here, especially when these faster enemies start coming in. But you can go ahead and, you know, you can extract and shoot at the same time. It's not one or the other. So here I'm going to build the Stargate, and the Stargate is a new tower I haven't played with yet, but as I understand, whenever we shoot through the Stargate, it's going to make our projectiles stronger. See down here on the left, this is our ammo for our new weapon, the spray and pray. Once we run out, we just got to go and build another one. That's just about it. You build up this fortress here. This is also a new tower. I'm not exactly sure what this is doing. I've played through, you know, the tutorial levels, unlock stuff as it comes up. So this is kind of the first level of the campaign after said tutorial. So there's going to be some stuff that I don't fully understand. But what I believe this is just kind of a wall that you can build, because as the enemies get closer, they are going to attack your towers here. Now, if your towers do die, you don't lose. There are going to be upgrades you can build later on to get refunds. If your towers die, you can also rebuild them. Actually, let's just try this out. So if I shoot back here, yeah, it does make them bigger and deals more damage. Now, does it also do the same thing? Okay, it also does the same thing with the tower, which is what I was hoping for, that you could synergize by putting a light tower behind a Stargate, and it would still do extra damage. So let's go ahead and make our way up here. We're just going to collect a little bit. I mean, this also gives us some of our resources, too. Or actually, no, it doesn't. Okay, interesting. So you have to be mining. If I'm mining on an empty space like this, that will give me resources. But specifically mining on this tile here will not give resources. It only gives magnets. Okay, so we're a little low here, so I'm going to go ahead and get another spray and pray. There we go. Now we have our weapon again. We also have this tower right here, which is basically a med bay. This is just going to repair us over time, which is also going to use our resources. So resources are, I forget what they're called, but basically, you know, those resources are going to be important for everything to work, which is why, similar to RTS games, you want to get your economy online first. That way, you don't have to worry about resources come the end game. So we have 4 waves here until our boss comes in. So I'm going to keep collecting these fireballs. Fireballs are going to be very helpful for us to do a little bit of AoE. I'm almost out of my spray and pray. We're doing okay. Let's go ahead and collect these up here. Go ahead and target that guy. Target that guy. And there is a lot of customization. I was surprised at how much actual customization there is when it comes to actually placing down the towers. Again, that's something we're going to take a look at right after this first map. And we're going to have to, because we're going to have to customize our towers and our layout every map, because it's going to consistently change. One thing you'll notice is these purple squares. These purple squares we cannot build on. And, you know, it's not something that we're going to have to actively take into consideration in real time here. That's one of the differences, that it's not being a fully real-time strategy game. There is some planning involved before we actually get to the levels. I should probably be using this Stargate, huh? Although I don't need to be sitting on that weapon. That's just going to use up some of my resources, which I don't necessarily need to do. Let's go ahead and collect the gold here. Gold we're definitely going to need to upgrade. Really, it's our drivers. Our drivers, or our deployment units, is what's going to determine what towers we can put down and where we can put them. So basically, what looks like just kind of an ambiguous building of where the towers are, they're actually kind of building blocks. So the way it's kind of working... Oh boy, here comes the boss. All right, we'll hold on to that until the end of this round. Let's go ahead and collect up these resources here. Get some fire. Gonna bomb him real quick. Get another fireball. I'm gonna bomb him again as he goes back to the enemies there. Let's go ahead and Stargate up. Get some really big damage off on him. Try and take him out. Try and also take out some of these stragglers here too. That's gonna be pretty important, so that way they don't break our towers. There we go. Nice little kill. So as the bosses die, they drop some upgrades. And once you collect the upgrades, it's going to end the round. So if you want to go ahead, I haven't figured out what these other stars are yet, but you need those in order to get the 3 stars. So basically, once you collect the drop that the boss drops, it's mission complete. You don't have time to collect all the gold. So if you want to collect gold, kill all the rest of the minions, you got to do that before you collect the end. So let's go ahead and progress here. Force is how much... Gold, force, same thing. And there we go. We have saved this area. All right, now here is our general interface, our general UI. Down here, basically we have our missions right over here to the side. We're going to be doing mission 1B. We have the enemies that we're going to be fighting in said mission. Now, this is where we set up our towers. So if I go back to 1A, you can see this is how I had set them up. So we're going to set these up in real time. So let's go ahead and deploy. So we have multiple drivers. Now, I'm going to have to take these off because, as you can see, there are some purple squares that I had towers on top of. And purple basically means that, you know, I'm not going to be able to do anything underneath it. Here are our drivers. Now, our drivers have different shapes that we can build around. So, for example, Lulu here has the shape. Now, it's kind of like Tetris. You know, I can rearrange this. I can rotate it however I want. Could put it down here, but there is a little bit of corruption here. So I think what I'm going to do is build right here. Put him there. Coco, we're going to build... I'm not sure why it's saying I can't build in this square. Oh, because this is where I had previously built. Okay, so we're going to build right here. I think what it's doing is if we go to deploy load, it's showing me my previous layout, I believe. So let's go ahead here. Where do I want to put this character? I can kind of rearrange. I can put it right here, and we can put right here. So we can kind of fit everyone in. Oh, this is actually built on purple. Okay, so I don't want to do that. Let's see here. Maybe I can put you up here. That's totally fine. Am I covering anything? Nope, that's good. No, not there. Not there either. Going too fast. Am I over anything? No, I'm not over anything here. Okay, so this is going to be our actually, I'm probably going to build you down here. That's probably fine. Yeah, we'll do something like this. It's a little bit spread out, but it's totally fine. So one other thing we can do, so you can see these little shapes down here. These are upgrades. So if I go up to Nan, I hold over him, you can see this driver and all his stats. So we can see his build shape. We can unlock these for different amounts of force. Currently, they're 120. I can't afford. So eventually, we'll be able to turn these into 3x3 blocks. We also have different stats here. So we have HP reinforced, which makes them have more HP and they don't die as quickly. Organize, that is what we saw when I was building one tower and it was building other towers simultaneously. Basically, as long as you have enough resources, it will build them all together. We have rebuild, so in case your tower dies, you can rebuild it. Ensure, just in case the building dies, you get some minerals as compensation. And kickstart. Kickstart is a really good one. So kickstart is going to make it, if you notice at the very beginning, there was a bunch of resources already on the map. That is what that's going to do. It's basically going to start every tile that this unit has is going to spawn some materials. Very good for kind of speeding your way through the game. So let's go ahead. We're good there. Actually, no, we're not good there. Still got to deploy our buildings. So our buildings, I'm going to go ahead and take these off. This is where we determine our layout. So here I'm going to put a Stargate. I'm going to put the Stargate down here, and I'm going to put our... Where's our tower? We're going to put that right behind there. We're going to set up our collectors. These I'm going to try and put, let's see, if I remember my shapes. One thing that is kind of important here, I mean, it's not super important, but trying to put, if you have things like the, what was it called again? I literally already forgot. Organize. So if you have organize, you kind of want to put your towers that you want to build all together on the same driver, so that way they can all be built at the same time. So I'm building all my collectors on Coco here. Or except for one, because she's missing a space. Let's go ahead. You can do local co-op, so that would be the player 2 base. I'm not sure, like, it's home base, but I guess it means that you can spawn in a second player. I haven't actually tried that out yet, because I don't have need for 2-player co-op. Let's put our repair station down here behind our light tower. Gallop, increase movement speed. We'll go ahead and put those up here, kind of away from our little hub. Go ahead and purifier. I haven't figured out exactly what the purifier... I know it clears creep. Haven't figured out. I think that this is basically creep. Slows you down and restrict construction. Purge creep to uncover secrets and items that aid you in battle. I've tried using this and it seemingly hasn't worked. We'll give this a shot in the next run and see how it works. Let's go ahead and put fortress up here. I guess we'll put another tower, I don't know, down. Actually, I should probably put this tower over here to defend this side a little bit. So let's go ahead and do that. Got to get another gallop over here. We'll go ahead and put gallop in the front. That's fine. I don't really care if that one dies. And then we'll put spray and pray, and we'll put fireball down here. Now, if you want to build additional towers, you can hit this little plus button up here. Obviously, we have insufficient force, but that will increase the amount of that tower you can build. So, for example, we don't start with 4. Where is it? I will say the organization of these I have not entirely figured out yet, but it does say, like, these are your foundations, skills, defenses, weapons, specials. So they are all sorted. I'm just still trying to figure out what all the categories are by their letter. So we didn't start with 4 collectors. I think you start with either 2 or 3, and I upgraded these just so that way we can have more resources. Now, if you want to save it, which I would recommend doing, we can go ahead and save over our previous one. Ultimately, I do wish that you could save, I believe, like if I load this, yeah, so you can only load, this is why it's a little weird, you can only load in one build at a time. Now, I think the intent there is you should be able to get rid of creep. But again, it wasn't working for me previously. So we'll give it a shot here and see if maybe we can get rid of some creep here. Because I think if I look forward, yeah, because the terrain changes, right? So sometimes it might not be a great way to build. However, if we can get rid of creep, it would mean that we could have one consistent build, and we would just have to build the purifier first and get rid of that creep. So let's go ahead and jump into mission 1B. I haven't figured out what this means either. There are no buildings connected in a row. Because it seems like all our buildings are connected. We have everything filled out, so I'm not exactly sure. Alright, so let's go ahead and start. Here we go. So here is all our starting material. Let's go ahead and collect all this. And then I'm going to get our collectors going. Go ahead and start shooting here. We have our health in the top left, so you can see we're at 60 out of 100. So I'm going to have to get some repairs going here pretty soon. There we go. We got our collector in. Let's go ahead and build our 4th collector. Okay, I got to lead this guy a little bit. There we go. There we go. All right, while I'm shooting here. Actually, can I collect on here? Oh, I can. Oh, okay, so that's how we clean. Well, we clean like this, but I'm not sure then what the purifier is for. Because I thought the purifier would clear this. And it's very slow to clean. I'm just doing this just to test out what it actually does. Oh, and it gives us a bunch of material too. Okay, so cleaning is actually pretty efficient in terms of getting material. So let's go ahead and get the tower going. We can actually build all of this all at the same time, so that's actually super efficient. Let's go ahead and build this one as well. And then lastly, let's go ahead and build up here. Actually, let's collect this first, and then we can build these. I think we might be able to build these at the... no, actually, I don't think I have organized. Yeah, I don't have organized on that driver. But I think overall, this game does a very, very decent job of combining different genres with the RTS genre, and the RTS genre is one that's typically quite difficult to get into. You know, it's one of those genres that there's a very steep learning curve, I think, if you haven't played RTS before. And it's also very fast-paced. There's a lot of different, you know, currencies. There's a lot of different units. There's a lot of different strategies to build as efficiently as possible. And it's one of those that, to be honest, it seems like, at least in my opinion, it's a little bit of a dying genre. Maybe niche is more the correct terminology. But this does a good job at combining it with different genres that are a little bit more mainstream, if you will. You know, tower defenses are... I mean, tower defenses have been a mainstay in the gaming sphere for so long now. And while this may not be a strict bullet heaven, you know, top-down shooters are pretty popular nowadays, especially, you know, as the action genre kind of evolves over time. And this kind of has a lot of those same elements. And, of course, it's got a giant mech, and I don't know if it's just the past... Maybe it's just because I'm paying more attention to it, and my bias is kind of pulling it in, but it seems like mechs are very, very popular right now. There are a lot of new games coming out. They're all based around mechs, and we've played a number of them on this channel. But, yeah, they seem to be exploding in popularity. A lot of those, like, Gundam Wing fans are coming out and making their games now, and, you know... I guess Gundam Wing is very mechy. I kind of think of Gundam Wing not as much as like a Voltron style, because it's not really Voltron, but it's the same like Power Ranger Voltron, big giant. I guess it is mech, yeah, big little guy in a big mech. That's really what it's all about. All right, let's go ahead and take on the little guys. So let's go ahead and try out this purifier. See if it really does anything. Quickens the process. Oh, it quickens the process. Oh, I see. Okay, now I understand how that works. Oh, we got a new weapon. Interesting. Okay, I didn't realize that there was actually like reason to do that. Okay, so we should definitely be cleaning up. I totally didn't realize that this was a thing. Big power. Yeah, okay, so this is a new feature that I'm discovering right on the fly here. Oh, wreckage. Okay. So clearing wreckage basically is going to give us access to more drivers and more upgrades. Yeah, there we go, new driver. We'll get to take a look at that new driver after we complete this round. Let's go ahead and just blow up these guys. And then let's go ahead and run down here, grab a magnet, collect these up, collect all the gold. So is each one of these... So each one of these has four shots? No, 5 shots, but it's only costing 4 ammunition. Right? It goes down to 128, but there's 5 bullets. That's kind of strange. Okay, let's go ahead and Stargate this up. Alright, we got the boss coming here in just a second. Let's pick up another fireball. Let's go ahead and start clearing out a little bit. Maybe we can find a little bit more upgrades. Ooh! Shoots explosive projectiles. There we go. Okay, yeah, so we want to actively be clearing up a whole lot of creep, which just adds, you know, it adds a whole nother dimension to the game. So this game has a lot of different axes that it's playing on. There's the magnet, sweet. It has a lot of different axes that it's playing on all at the same time. You got the RTS aspect of gathering resources, building up your towers. Then, of course, you have the tower defense aspect, which we're actively kind of building tower. Oh, wow, we already killed the boss. Okay, so I'm going to magnet up, collect all this gold. Or all this focus, I should say. And then collect this. We get scatter shot. Oh, and that's the weapon we just picked up. Okay, perfect. Ah, okay. So now I understand the stars. So we have to clear the creep in order to get wreckage is the basically deployment, and building, we unlock the building. Okay, that makes a lot more sense now. There we go. So we got Harriet. Only two spaces. Okay. Depreciated. Not sure, but we'll go ahead and recruit her. Oh, I guess we could turn away a driver because we do have a max deployment limit. But we'll be able to basically retire units. So let's go ahead. Actually, let's go back to mission 1A. And let's go ahead and try and collect what is in here. Now, I'm going to have to... Actually, what I can do... Now that I'm thinking about it, what I'm going to do here... Let's see. So let's go ahead and put Harry here. Let's grab our new buildings. So we have... Ah, they're flashing when there's new buildings. So let's go Explosive Tower, and let's go Scatter Shot. Very cool. And what are these? Purification. Oh, it kind of shows you the level of your skills up here. Got it. So let's go ahead and actually upgrade these. So Harriet, let's go ahead and upgrade you. Definitely want to give you Kickstart. And we're going to give you Organize as well. And the others, I don't really care about that much at this time. I guess I'll upgrade it. No, I don't need to upgrade a space for you right now. That's totally fine for now. I'm okay with that. Let's just go ahead and jump in and try and unlock what we already have here. There is Signal up here. So Signal is kind of like a bonus mission. These will appear every now and again. I'm kind of hoping that it's going to... I'm going to just test this. But I'm hoping that it's going to stay around even if I do another mission before it. But these... Oh boy, I played late last night and I don't fully remember. I think it gives you... different upgrades, I think. Well, we're gonna have to see once we jump in. All right, so let's start cleaning up here. Actually, I'm going to work on getting my purification first. Let's go ahead and collect all this. Get the purifier down. Now, the downside is obviously I can't build here, right? I need to clear this creep first. There we go. Now we can build our collectors. Okay, shots, please. Thank you. Okay, let's collect up here. Now, let's go up here. We can build our collector, but we'll also build our gallop so that way we can move a little bit quicker. Go. We'll build our tower here, and then I'm going to collect the creep, and then we're going to go ahead and build down below. Oh, wreckage. Sweet. That's exactly what we were looking for. New driver. Let's go ahead and collect up. Come on. Lead your shot. There you go. There you go. I get these little guys, no problem. For some reason, the big guys, yeah, see, I can lead those shots just fine. Or maybe not. There we go. There we go. Let's build up the Stargate. Actually, let's build up the Gallop first. I don't need the Stargate right now. Okay, now let's start clearing out this creep. There we go. We got a new weapon. Oh, it's actually the same weapon. There we go. Attract. So here's our new building. Attract resources from afar. Oh, interesting. Okay, so it's a map building. Or a map building. Magnet building. Yeah, and these towers do go on cooldown. I haven't seen an indicator. Insufficient materials. I haven't seen an indicator of when they're actually on cooldown. But I guess the indicator is if you go and try and grab it and it doesn't give it to you. I guess that is the indicator. There we go. Alright, let's go. While we're waiting, let's go ahead and clear out some creep. I don't know if there's more than one bonus that we can get from all this creep. I'm guessing that there is only one. We get new weapons. So there might not be a huge reason to go about and collect all this other than just the resources. Like that. Also going to go ahead and pick up Scattershot. I think I like Scattershot a little bit better than Spray and Pray. Especially when combining it with the Stargate. It seems to be really effective. Like, really effective. Just clears everybody out. Alright, let's collect up our resources. We got 3 fireballs here. Let's go ahead and get back here. Get our tower going. Get our Scattershot going. Although, I guess Spray and Pray is actually going to be more beneficial for this boss. Just focus him down. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Let's go ahead and fireball you and your buddies. There we go. Alright, I'm going to kill some of these guys on the way. Collect a little bit more focus. And there we go. We get our drivers, we get our tower. There we go, and we 3-start it. Perfect. Yeah, now that we know that that's how it goes, we can go ahead and 100% these maps. Anne, welcome to the party. Welcome to the party. So, let's go ahead and do this signal. Let's figure this out. Signal game. Oh, right. This is what the signal game is. So basically, creep has blocked communications with the headquarters. Remember where the signals show up and purge the creep above them. Communication is key if we plan to win this war. So basically, these... you kind of have to remember these icons, but not fully. They are going to show up on the map again. So basically, if you notice, we'll take a look down here in the bottom left, but there are coordinates that you can see what tile your mech is actually on down here. So we're going to have to go up to the tiles that had creep on them, which were labeled or highlighted here. So we're going to clear out, and we have to clear out all the different spaces here. There we go. So you can see that they do get highlighted, so you don't have to like fully remember where they are. Come on. And this is a really good chance to get a lot more focus. Now, I wasn't paying attention to where the middle is, but I know down here they're parallel. So I can come down here. I think it was this one. No, we got a new weapon though. Okay, so just like in the main game, we can get bonuses here just from mining out. Oh my god, my brain. Was it down at the very bottom? Is that where it was? Worst case, I mean, we did get a new weapon. There we go. Okay, so right here is where we need to go. Let's go, little mech boy. Go. And I believe the next one was, what, here? Here and then up here? No, close. We did pick up more ammo, though. I will take more ammo. Oh my, okay, we got that one. And then again, I wasn't paying attention to where the other one was. It's alright, we'll just keep mining here. My brain is shooting and not paying attention to where the highlight, there we go. So we get a magnet. Okay, was it further? No, it was further up, right? Alright, my brain is completely fried. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Was it back here? It's in this column, or in this row. There we go. Okay, good lord, man. Let's collect up. We get fortified, increases your mech's HP. Increases the mech's maximum HP. Okay, and allows the mech to repair itself over time. So I believe this is basically an upgrade to the tower we already had. Because it seems a little redundant. Although, maybe it's nice to have two in case... Or no, you can just maximize the number you have. I was going to say, in case you have a second player. But, alright, let's go ahead and jump into mission 1C here. Ooh, we got a big boss drone, so let's go ahead and deploy. Actually, we can probably just load in what we already have. Yeah, let's just load in what we already have. Let's go ahead and deploy. Do we have... Let's see. So we just have the new attract. Mech attracts resources from further away. Duplicate buildings. Increase attract range. Oh, got it. Okay, so this is just like Purifier. It's just a... It's a status upgrade, so it's not like an active ability. It's just a tower that gives you more power, baby. Okay, so let's go ahead and upgrade Coco. Gonna upgrade her with a middle tower here. Go back to buildings. We can put an attract right there. If you want to swap, towers very easily swap themselves. Increases your mech's HP. So I think this I can just put down here. Right? Because I think the repair station, that repairs the mech, increases your mech's HP. Although I think this might just increase max HP. Well, what we can do here is Coco here, since you're fully upgraded, we're going to just keep upgrading you. Give you another space. And then what we can do is put the repair station over here in case we need it. Actually, before I do that, let's go ahead and deploy. I'm going to save this loadout. So that way we don't have to keep doing it over and over again. Let's go ahead and start the mission. There are no buildings connected in a row. Yeah, still not sure what exactly that's popping up for. So one of the things I will show you... So let's go ahead and pop into the menu here. So some of the... So you can see right here, like there's some overlapping text here. That's a very small thing. But for example... And there's continue. But, so for example... You know, like bombard, stop, reopen, back home. So like... Once you understand that, like, stop, reopen is literally close the game, like, it's you're doing it in, like, a code form, right? Because you're using underscore instead of just a space. But quit is usually below, like, go back to the main menu. So I've actually accidentally quit the game rather than going back to the main menu, accidentally sometimes. So let's go ahead and continue. So sometimes the wording of things can be a little odd just because of the syntax that the developer has chosen to use. And that also comes up. There are different characters in the game that will talk to you through your campaign, and they kind of do the same thing. It's kind of like it's supposed to be like a scientific. Although the attractor doesn't really do anything, right? Because I'm kind of just using the magnet here to pull everything in. You can also see down here on the right, you can see our status upgrades. I'm not sure, B blanket. I'm not sure exactly what that is. But from what I do understand, the game has gone through, maybe not changes. I know that there was a new Steam page that had to be made simply because there are a lot of Star Wars references in the game, and from what I understand, Disney did not like that. At least that's coming from the developer, or I should say, it came from someone on Discord. I don't know if the person it came from was the developer or not, but yeah, I did hear that there had to be a new Steam page because Disney did not like it. Whether that's true or not, I'm not sure. But yeah, like there's a weapon called the lightsaber. There's I think they literally use the term Star Wars in the game. Go ahead and collect up. Which is kind of, it's strange. This game doesn't really have anything connected to Star Wars at all. It's actually very different from Star Wars. Alright, there we go. Got it. Okay, so this does not heal you. It's, again, just an active status thing. So it's going to give you just active... Oh, no, it is regenerating health over time. Okay, so now I understand how this works. So, yeah, it is just an additional status tower that you don't have to do anything with. The difference is that the active healing tower will just heal you faster, I would assume. Okay, let's get our gap going. Let's shoot this guy. Oh my god, I'm always like just before the building finishes building. There we go. Okay, pick up a fireball. Just gonna fireball these guys. Boom, get them dead. Collect up. get our other tower. Actually, I guess we don't have enough. So things like the fireball, things like the spray and pray, that all uses energy. So you can be kind of like in the middle of building something, and then all of a sudden your energy goes away. Nice, we got the tower. Go ahead and collect up some of our focus here. Might as well run right in. Just collect it all. You can see, so right there, if we get close enough, that's the quote-unquote lightsaber weapon. That's just a melee weapon. Doesn't really look all too much like a lightsaber, if you ask me. Looks more like pincers. There we go. Just fireball these enemies down. Let's get these built, and then we can start working on the creep. Actually, let's get... wait, do we not have scattershot? Oh, this construction doesn't have scattershot. Alright, well, let's get our spray and pray. Alright, clear out, boys. Clear out. Alright, let's start working on this creep. See if we can't find a building and a new driver. Oh, we got our magnet. That's nice. Oh, we got a second magnet. Okay. Big power. Alright, let's go ahead and take care of this wave first. Gonna collect up our focus here. Because we almost got the boss here. I gotta work a little bit faster here. There we go. Nice little magnet. There's wreckage. Nice. Let's grab our driver. Boss incoming. Okay, we're gonna have to work kind of double duty here. So we got our driver. Still gotta find our tower. Nothing. Big power. Just some resources. Yeah, go back here. Ah, dang it. Okay, I'm taking some hits here. That's fine. We're just going to go back. Oh, where's my heal-up tower right here? Okay, come on. Let's take care of some of these guys. Got to get more spray and pray. Get the tower going. Fire off again. Let's get a fireball while you're right there. Okay, we're losing our Stargate. We should be very close to dead. There we go. Nice. Okay, let's magnet up. Now, I don't believe we're forced to go ahead and get this, so I think we can just clean up. Never mind. It automatically comes to us. Although maybe this is the tower. Increases melee damage, which I'm not really keen on. Puzzle. Ah, okay, so we already completed everything. Very cool. And we got Tracy. All right, we'll take you, Tracy. Why not? Why not? Why not? I don't know why Hillary Duff just popped in my head. But there we go, guys. I'm going to leave the rest of the missions for you guys if you do want to play and check out the game because, you know, obviously... Oh, there's not a lot of, like, story here that you guys are going to get spoiled. A lot of the missions... Ooh, there's a cool little tower up here. Not sure. Terrain... Oh, it's just a magnet tower. But, yeah, if you want to give the game out for yourself, there is a demo available. I'm not sure exactly when this video is going to be coming out, but the full game does come out on August 14th. So depending on if I release it before or after that date, just want to put that heads up there. Link and all that will, of course, be down below in the description, as always, for you to check out the game. But, yeah, guys, this has been Frontline Crisis. I think this game is pretty sweet. I think the only really... critique I have, and this is more of a personal opinion than like kind of an objective, well, I guess everything is a personal opinion, but some of it's just like the text-based stuff that I mentioned before, in that it's worded kind of strange and not exactly always user-friendly if you're not familiar with that kind of writing. Like, for example, let's take a look in here. Like, organize. When the driver owns multiple buildings, they can be built simultaneously. Like, that makes sense, but what it doesn't tell you is, and this tells you in the in the tutorials is that when you build simultaneously, you actually get a discount, so it's a little bit cheaper. But let's take a look here. Was it buildings? There was something... I don't know. I don't recall. We're not going to look through all these, but yeah, some of the wording, it can just be a little odd at first, but once you get used to it, it's not that bad. Definitely at the beginning, I was a little bit confused when going through the tutorial, but as you can see, we kind of figured things out here. But yeah, the game is sweet. Again, if you want to check it out, link will be down below in the description. But guys, if you had a good time, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Here we play all kinds of roguelikes, deck builders, tactical games, auto battlers, bullet heavens, and so much more. I've been Ganyonz. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all next time.